They told me you were seeing someone new. I laughed a little quicker than I meant to, then asked if it was raining where you are. I knew before they answered it was true. Be happy, but not too soon. I'm still untying all the little knots. I'm not asking you to hold back the spring. Just give me time to loosen one more thread before I raise my glass and mean it. I started writing something I could send. Congratulations with a smiling end. But I couldn't get the exclamation right, so I erased it, wrote I'm glad again, then changed it to take care and hit delete. I guess my fingers knew what I won't speak. Be happy, but not too soon. I'm still untying all the little knots. I'm not asking you to hold back the spring. Just give me time to loosen one more thread before I raise my glass and mean it. I'm not proud of what I almost said. The part of me that wants you to regret a little bit, just for a little while. But I'm too tired to hold that thread, and I'm too old to play the jealous child. Be happy, but not too soon. I'm learning how to let the knots come loose. I'm not asking you to hold back the spring. Just let me loosen one more stubborn thread before I raise my glass and mean it. Be happy, but not too soon. I'm still untying. Be happy, but not too soon. I almost let you go. My hand was on the door. I had the perfect exit, then forgot what it was for. I buttoned up my jacket a little too precise. My chin went up for glory. My fingers paid the price. I almost let you go, almost played it wise, almost almost kept my breath smooth, almost saved my lies. I almost let you go, but one foot would not move. The door stayed half behind me, and pride lost its groove. I turned back without style, no speech, no shining phrase, just all my practiced manners falling out of place. You look so tired of hoping, I nearly laughed from shame. I meant to sound composed, but only said your name. I had a decent leaving, all polished in my head, a nod, a step, a closed door, a brave thing left unsaid. But there you stood, still waiting, too tired to help me lie. My hand fell from the doorknob, and so did my goodbye. I almost let you go, almost played it wise, almost kept my breath smooth, almost saved my lies. I almost let you go, but one foot would not move. The door stayed half behind me, and pride lost its groove. You go, almost made it clean, almost wore that noble look no heart has ever seen. I almost let you go, but here I am instead. No clever line between us, just what I should have said. I almost let you go, and lost my polished part. Lucky for my foolish feet, they argued with my heart. The band is playing something slow and old. She's leaning into someone's steady arm. I'm at the table with my drink grown cold. I raise it anyway to mean no harm. The room expects a toast, so I comply. My hand is steady, but I don't know why. Here's to whoever holds you now. May he catch the laugh you used to throw. Here's to the way I take my bow and set the glass down soft and slow. I drink it down and let it burn across the crowded floor. You gave a little nod, I gave one back. The kind of nod that doesn't ask for more, just recognizes what we had and lack. I filled my glass again without a thought. The second sip was easier than I thought. Here's to whoever holds you now. May he learn the way you take your tea. Here's to the quiet I allow, the way my hand just rests on my knee. I meant the words much more than I expected. It's strange to find my jaw unclenched and rested. I'm not pretending that it doesn't ache. I'm just surprised I'm standing upright. I raise a glass for old time's sake, and I don't even need to dim the light. That's something, I suppose, a steady breath, a little borrowed calm in this crowded room. Here's to whoever holds you now. Here's to the man who gets your morning smile. Here's to the promise I let go. I set it on the table for a while. I drink to him, to you, to what we lost, and find my hand is open, not a fist. Here's to whoever holds you now. Don't stand up yet. Your sleeve is near my hand. I found one more foolish question that even I can't stand. I folded up my courage, then smoothed it flat again. The napkin knows more than I do and says less than I can. Don't stand up yet. Leave your chair where it is. Let the check stay in its saucer. Let my hand forget its business. Don't stand up yet. I'm nearly good at this. One more harmless little subject. One more almost kiss. I straightened the napkin twice, as if it had a choice. You looked away politely, and I misplaced my voice. The waiter saw the quiet and turned another way. I thanked him much too brightly for letting us not say. Your coat was on the chair back, mine waited on my knee. I nearly reached to help you, then let the gesture be. No grand farewell was needed, no speech would make us neat. Just your hand near the table and my useless feet. Don't stand up yet. Leave your chair where it let the check stay in its saucer. Let my hand forget its business. Don't stand up yet. I'm nearly good at this. One more harmless little subject. One more almost kiss. Don't stand up yet. The room can close behind. Let goodbye clear its throat once, then change its mind. You're looking at your drink, not at my face. I offer you a refill just to fill the space. You say you're fine, and that's a warning sign. So I begin, and now I can't erase. I said, if I offended you, you caught the if. My voice dropped like a plate I couldn't lift. I saw you file it under same old gift. I'm sorry, let me explain. I had a reason, I had a cause. I'm sorry, let me explain. I never meant to give you pause, but every time I open up my mouth, another reason to be sorry tumbles out. You finally look at me, it's not unkind. I see a tired patience in your eyes. I know you're waiting for the simple line, but simple isn't what I've got tonight. I straighten up and take my nervous hands and offer up a fresh new self-defense. I watch your face and see it makes no sense. I'm sorry, let me explain. The context matters, so does the date. I'm sorry, let me explain. I wasn't in my normal state, but I can hear myself, and it's too late. Another sorry marching out to meet its fate. One honest sentence, I can feel it near. I open up my mouth and it disappears. So I'll just stand here awkward and sincere, the truest sorry that I've given you in years. I'm sorry. No, I won't explain. I think I've run out of defense. I'm sorry, I'll wear the blame. I'll even skip the consequence. And maybe that's the only way it ends. Just sorry, plain, with nothing in my hands. I'm sorry. That's it. trouble. I made my grin too wide. I missed the turn completely, then called it style and led. My hand shook once at shoulder height. I waved it into play, laughing on the upbeat. One shoe out of line, I caught the rail then lost it and called the stumble mine. Laughing on the upbeat, don't count me in too soon. I'll come in after trouble and still improve the tune. Someone offered pity, I passed it down the row. I laughed before the punchline, so no one had to know. The band caught my mistake, then tossed it back with brass. I bowed as if I planned it and let the moment pass. I stayed for one more chorus, when leaving would be wise. A gentleman near the bandstand pretended not to prize the little jump my shoulder made, the catch inside my breath. I thanked him with a two-step and danced the thing to death. Laughing on the upbeat, one shoe out of line, I caught the rail then lost it and called the stumble mine. Laughing on the upbeat, wrong foot, right design. The room was almost sorry, but I got there in time. I missed the step, but caught the cue. Laughing on the upbeat, I'll be new by two. The piano's holding tune better than I am. I announced we were full, nobody laughed. 3 drinks at the bar, one man with a pen. I sang the ballad and I didn't rush it. One more for the room, one more for the room. I snapped my fingers for the front row seats. One more for the room. The bass man tapped his watch. I shook my head. I held the note too long and let it break. I tipped the mic toward the empty seat. I thanked him like he'd stayed for my sake. One more for the room, one more for the room. my fingers for the front row seats. One more for the room. The band ain't been paid in 2 weeks, but Sammy hits the bridge like we're selling out. I almost believe him when he plays. I count us in like the room is full. One more for the room. One more for the room. I snap my fingers for the front row seats. One more for the room. I sang it to the dark. One more for the room. The doctor asked you how you slept last night. I answered for you, and my laugh came out wrong. You looked at me and offered me your hand. I squeezed too hard and let go too fast. I'm still here. You asked for Helen, I'm not Helen. I counted all the pills out loud. I kept the smile until you turned away. You asked for Helen when I brought the tray. I set it down and told you she was gone. You smiled and took the spoon like we just met. I said, I'm her friend, and let my hand hang. I'm still here. I stepped aside so you could see the door. I talked about the weather too long. I straightened up the chair she used to like. I picked my bag up and I touched the knob. You said her name so soft I almost turned. I set the bag down on the chair she used. I said, she'll come, and I fixed my hair. I'm still here. I fluffed your pillow and you said, Helen's nice. I sat back down and the chair creaked under me. I said I'll stay, and nobody asked me to. I said I'll stay, and nobody asked me